The views and opinions on the Craig L. Hayes Show do not necessarily reflect those of Westgate Resorts, ownership, or management. And now, on with the show.
Extra, extra, read all about it. Get your copies while they last. Stop the presses.
And now for something completely different.
There's no business like show business. Are we not entertained? Prepare yourself for a little sensory overload. Stand by to roll show intro. Roll show intro in 3, 2, 1, go.
It's showtime! The Craig L. Hayes Show.
Hello, America, family, friends, and listeners all around this planet we call home. It's Showtime, the Craig L. Hayes Show, being recorded here at the Westgate Resort Las Vegas, in Las Vegas, obviously, and in the International Showroom in the basement in Elvis Presley's dressing room. So today we're going to continue our interviews with people that have been in the industry their entire lives or just part of their lives or whatever it is. But first I want to thank Cammie Christensen, the president of this hotel. She has allowed me to do this show and talk about show business, a little bit about the hotel. And Dawn Rawl, she is the vice president of entertainment and marketing. And John Peer, he's the technical director. The three of them have allowed me to do this show and talk about showbiz, and glad to do it from such a historical and iconic property here at the Las Vegas, well, I almost said Hilton. It was Hilton for a long time. The Westgate Resort Las Vegas. And anyways, we're going to move on. I got a friend here, known him for, we're going to have to figure that out. I think it's been a long time. It's been a very long time, but he used to work here in tech services, and he's done different jobs and shows all around this town. And we're going to have a little chat about his life behind the scenes on Las Vegas showroom, in showrooms and other places. His name is Mike Palmer. Mike, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
Yeah, good to have you here. Get close to the mic.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah, good to be here. There we go.
There you
now we got you. Thanks. This is all live. I don't cut anything out. I do everything live here and just put it on there. I've made so many mistakes on this show, it's not even funny.
I love it. Love it. And I'll try to keep it as PG as possible.
PG-13 is good.
You know my mouth.
Yeah, PG-13 is good. R, no, X, absolutely not. We all have those stories, but we don't talk about a lot of that stuff. Show business is a incredibly interesting business that way.
It surely is. It surely is.
So anyways, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Good to be here.
Another former employee of this place. And so we're going to start off a little bit. We'll talk about your early times. I know you were born and raised here in Las Vegas. And so why don't we start back in your ute, as Joe Pesci would say.
Yeah. The two utes.
The utes. Let's start back there and have a little chat about your early years and coming forward through high school and such, and then what was it? The magic question is, how did you get into the business? And that's where we'd like to take it for now. So the time is yours. Tell us a little bit about your way back when.
Way back when. Well, pardon me.
I got the same thing.
Of course, born and raised in Las Vegas. Went to Crestwood Elementary School. K.O. Knutson Junior High, Valley High School. Great time growing up in the city. It was a much different time back then. Everybody would ask, "Oh, you live in Las Vegas. What do you do for fun?" There's nothing for kids to do there. We found things to do. I mean, we were always riding our bikes here, checking things out. Oh, there's a fire across town. Let's go check it out. And of course, Mom and Dad didn't know, but
we're only gone a few hours. What's
exactly.
The big deal?
They were working. They were doing what they needed to do. Dad was, still sleeping because he worked until 3 or 4 in the morning. So
he did lounges, right?
Lounges. He was at Caesars forever. 27 years at Caesars in the lounges. So, yeah. I remember being a little kid going with him, doing his set changes, 3 and 4 years old, sitting on Cleopatra's barge, watching Dad, move a piano here, move a drum set, do what he needed to do. So, yeah, I've been around the business a long time.
Yeah. Born and raised in it just like us.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So,
so Crestwood, excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
I've had this cough that just will not go away.
yeah, I've got the same thing.
Crestwood, is that the one that used to be over by Charleston behind the Charleston Mall, or is that the one that was down on Desert Inn?
Yeah, no, that's behind the Charleston Plaza Mall.
I remember that. Yeah, Crestwood. Yeah.
Fox Theater in the back
Fox.
there.
Oh yeah, Fox Theater.
Fox,
Yep.
the movie theater, and what was the big box store?
Wilco
there?
or something like
Wilco,
that?
was it. The Wilco was in the corner there. Yeah.
Yeah. We used to play baseball on that field a lot of times. Had games over there, and yeah, because I went to Robert E. Lake and Fremont and Valley High. So
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, my sisters went to Fremont, but they went to Vegas as well. So
Gotcha.
they're a couple years older than I am.
so anyways, you got to sit around watching show changes and all that stuff. And
Show
we're going going all over the place. Back when it was desert, lots of desert around. We could ride through desert and have fun like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember we lived off of Sahara and Spencer, and all around us was desert vacant lots. So we'd take our bicycles in there, build BMX tracks, or ride my little motorcycle over there and have a good time on that, and nobody ever bothered you,
Oh.
It was a good time.
You're staying out of trouble, and the cops never bothered you because, like, just a couple kids riding in the dirt. Who cares,
Exactly.
Instead of hassling you. It was a different town then. Completely different.
It was a kinder, gentler place.
Yeah.
It really was.
Because I don't care what anybody says. I think it was better when the mobs ran the place because it was safer, it was quieter, people were more respectful,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then it all started changing in the late '70s, and yeah, it's what we have today now. Just
Yeah.
another big city.
Yeah. Corporate took over, and it kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate though, isn't it? Because we had some good times here. So anyways, okay. So riding the bikes, looking for fires, and what else did you do as a kid and moving forward to junior high and high school?
Junior high and high school, of course, I got into the motorcycle racing things. Around junior high, I got pretty serious into it. Raced motorcycles through junior high and through high school and into my early 20s. Had a great time with it. Won lots of races. traveled the country. It really molded me, who I am today. Doing that kind of stuff and having my dad support me and my parents support me, and it was, like I said, it was great growing up here in this town back in the '70s. It really was.
Yeah, you did the desert racing, right?
I did a little bit of everything. My dad started me in the desert racing when I was like 9. So being a 9-year-old kid out in the middle of the desert, realizing no one's going to come save you. You got to get that thing back up, get it started, and get it back in there, or you're going to be laying there,
Yep.
So.
Until tonight when people start searching for you and trying to find you.
Exactly.
No, that's a great growing up and stuff like that. Your dad's an awesome guy. I worked with him at Caesars a little bit here and there.
Yep. Yeah, he was here for a few years as well, up in
Tech
Hotel Sound.
Services,
Yeah,
yeah.
Tech Sound, Hotel Sound. Now you got me coughing.
I can't believe it. This tickle in the throat thing is just drives you nuts,
Yeah.
Anyway, so now you're getting older. What kind of classes did you take in junior high school? See, we called it junior high school, not middle school.
Exactly.
To us, it's junior high school. He went to K.O. Knutson
Camp
Junior High School.
Yes. I was in the band,
What did you play?
baritone.
Baritone.
I played the baritone. I started out on the trumpet, and then I went to the baritone because there was a place in the varsity band for that when I was in 9th grade, I guess it was.
Nice.
So, yeah, had a good time with that. Didn't get real involved in school because I was more of a motorcycle kid, gearhead. I liked the cars and the mechanical working on stuff. You know what I'm saying? Working on my own motorcycles and things like that. My dad always taught me, work on your own stuff. It's going to save you money. you'll learn a little bit about the car, and like I said, it's just always good knowledge.
But back then, you could work on it.
True.
Today,
No.
it's all computer chips, and you can't do anything with them unless you have all the top computer stuff that you can diagnose your own stuff. And points, plugs, condensers were easy.
Yeah. Yeah. When something went bad, you knew. Now it's, you got to get your computer hooked up to it. And,
Yeah, and that's the only way you can figure things out now.
Exactly.
Backyard mechanics just don't exist. It's just.
It's a thing of the past. I'm trying to hang on to it as much as I can. I'm buying the computers and I'm buying the things to try to do it all myself.
Oh, good for you. Yeah.
It's just getting so complicated, though.
And expensive, those programs and those computers and the programs are, last I heard, this goes back a few years, some of those programs to diagnose are like $800 to $1,000,
Yeah. Yeah, the last reader I bought, a GM Tech 2 reader, was $500, I think it was.
Yeah. Just expensive, so, I don't know. So great. So in high school, Valley High School.
Valley High School, yep.
What classes did you take during those? You probably went 3 years. Did you do 3 or 4 years? You did 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
Sophomore, junior, and senior. Okay, yeah.
Ninth grade was still at KO back then, so
Yeah.
we were freshmen at the junior high, and then sophomores at the high school.
Yeah. Now middle school is 6, 7, 8.
Yeah.
And then you do your 4 years at high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of classes? What piqued your interest? What was the thing you enjoyed doing the most?
Well, I was so deep into motorcycle racing at that point. I just went to school because I had to go to school. I wanted to get out. I wanted to ride. I was interested in girls at that point. So it was chasing girls, racing motorcycles, that kind of stuff. Those were my interests at that point.
Good interests.
Yeah. I got through high school. It was a struggle, but I did get through it. My senior year, I did shatter my femur.
Ow. That's not a good bone to break there.
No. So I almost didn't graduate because of that, but I gathered it up and did a lot of homework and a lot of extra credit, and made sure that I graduated. So.
And what year did you graduate?
88.
88. I graduated 80 from Valley.
Gotcha. Oh, same year. My sister graduated 80 from Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Then did she go to Fremont?
Yes.
Well, we went to. We were at Fremont together. Yeah, for 7th, 8th, and 9th grade then.
Yep.
I didn't know her. And what was her name?
Beth Palmer.
Because I was in choir. I worked in the one of the food service for lunch guys. I did all that stuff. And
Gotcha. My mom worked in the snack shack back in the day. I remember being a little kid sitting in the snack shack of Fremont High School, and all the kids coming up and
buying a candy bar,
wanting their candy or their ice cream or whatever it was.
Yeah, I remember that part. Yeah. Yeah, memories way back when.
Oh
Jeez.
yeah.
Yeah, going back, that's a lot of time back. So time has passed by
Yeah.
real quick here.
Yeah. And the things I did to myself, my memory isn't what it should be, but
Too many few landing on your head things, huh?
yeah, well, that plus, self-induced.
Yeah. Well, how could you be in show business if you didn't do a little of that, right?
Exactly.
I was the oddball. I never did any of that stuff, So they're like, are you really in show business? Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't do any of this crazy stuff. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Don't know what to tell you. That's what it is. So.
Hey, I wish I would have stayed away from it, but hey, here I am. I'm away from it now. That's all that counts.
Yep. That's what it is. So let's take it on to the high school. You basically just got through. I didn't like high school. I took architecture, drafting. I took, let's see what other stuff I took there. I took auto shop with Mr. Amburn.
Oh, yeah. He was there when I was there as well.
Was he still there?
He was still there, yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Peterson was in charge of drafting. So I did like drafting 1, 2, 3, architecture 1, 2, 3. I was just doing all that stuff and ended up building houses. I had, did some houses around, got some houses around town. People asked me to draw their house, and I did.
Oh, gotcha.
So I got
Drafting
'em.
stuff. Nice. Very cool.
Architecture and
Yeah.
and drew several buildings that are actually mine. So, but yeah, high school, I just wanted to get out of there. I was kind of like you, just get me out of this place.
Yeah, just I have to be here, so let's make the best of it, get through it, and not look back.
Yeah, I went there enough to get told if I missed any more, I would get kicked out of school. So I kind of attended just enough to stay in there.
Yeah.
Couldn't stand it. I don't know why. I just did not like high school. A couple classes I liked, but the rest of the stuff, nah.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
business for. So in high school, you did that. You got graduated. Then the magic is, what would you do after that, and how'd you get into the business?
After high school, I started working at a local shop here in town on Hondas. Thought I was going to be a Honda tech, Honda mechanic, for the rest of my life. 6-8 years into that, I had a little hiccup, went to a bachelor party, and ended up not calling in the next day and got fired. Well, had a long talk with my dad, and he was, look, kid, you're getting greasy, dirty every day. You're in unair-conditioned shops. You're beating yourself up. Let me help you out here. Let me get you a job where you're in air conditioning. You're on carpet. You're basically out of the weather. It might be hard work. You might be long hours, but you're safe inside.
Yeah.
So. Took me down to the Union Hall, signed me up, got me my first call. I think it was at MGM. I did a concert over there, and then took a class, and then here I am, 30 years later.
We'll go into more detail on it.
Of
So
course.
basically, it was your dad, like all of us, my dad and grandfather, who was one of the big time, earliest times of the union guy. My grandfather's the guy that actually did the handshake and got Local 720 onto the stages with Bugsy Siegel. So that's the history of that. So he was like, the walking legend of 720 back
Yeah,
then. It's,
John Hayes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your dad.
my dad is John. Yeah, it's Lee Hayes. Gotcha. Leander was his name.
Gotcha.
And he was the one that did the Bugsy Siegel. But my uncles, all my uncles were in the business for some time. Whether it was a short period of time or they retired out of 720.
Yeah.
And it's all in that book right there, and the story, what they did and who they were and what they accomplished. It's basically a good history book, but yeah, so we all both got started in there, went down, got signed up, and yeah, I did 44 years.
Yeah.
Ugh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first job was I graduated on a Friday, I think like June 6th or something like that. And on the 9th of June, I was at the MGM scenery shop building scenery.
Very cool.
So I had the whole 2 days to think about what I wanted to do and then get to busy doing what I was going to do.
Yeah.
And I got out of the business for just like about a year. And, the hours and stuff were just brutal, And so I went and started doing swimming pools, building custom swimming pools. And I don't know if you know Greg Whittle over at Caesars.
I know the name.
Yeah, he's one of the big electrical guys over there at Caesars.
Gotcha.
And for his dad and him and I would build these custom, big dollar swimming pools and water fountains and stuff. And it was great. I loved doing it. Can't make money at it though. So after about a year, I got back into the business and said, I better go back where I can make some money and get benefits, and I'm in air-conditioned room. And
Yep.
yeah, so I understand to get out of the mechanic shop and get into this business and have a life,
Have a future. A future is what
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, build towards your pension, build towards all kinds of things. You can get things going, and
Yep.
yeah. So I understand that.
Yeah.
Very well. I get that. So.
And that's actually how my dad got in the business as well. My uncle got off the road with skating vanities in the 50s, late 50s, mid 50s.
Okay.
Moved into town here and called my dad, who was in Coos Bay, Oregon, and says, you got to get down here. I've got a good thing going. And my dad came down in 59. And by 62, he was an A-list, what do you call it?
Journeyman?
A junior member.
Junior member.
He was a junior member. No, he was a card-holding member. I can't remember the term exactly. Either junior member or card-holding member. I remember that. But he was very proud of that. You know, it took him a year or two to get in there, and then he was working full-time after that.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of work back in those days.
Oh, yeah.
Lots and lots of work. And who was it that brought him down?
Frank Burke, my uncle.
Frank Burke. Was he out of the local, too? And
he was
not a name I'm familiar with. I don't remember hearing that name.
Yeah, he was like I said, a stage manager with Skating Vanities, and then he came into town, and I believe he was a stagehand for a little bit downtown, Fremont Hotel, but he was mainly downtown.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I worked downtown for 3 years at the Mint in the lounge.
gotcha.
That was some great times. Once again, it was a non-union gig because there was no union gigs other than the Fremont down there. And the Plaza. Plaza was the other one.
Yeah.
It was called the Union Plaza back then. Those were the two union places. And I was, young and such, and I wanted to get some experience. And they said, you want to come here? So I was working for about $3 less an hour, but I got the experience that I needed.
Yeah.
So I traded that for a couple of years, get my chops down on lighting and sound and stage and get all that stuff down. And, and I was like, okay, I'm ready for the real stuff now. So then I started working full time out of 720, and here it just kept going and going and going. So that was good times. So what else you want to say about your previous life before you got into showbiz? Anything stand out besides?
Anything stand out? Let's see. No, I'll probably remember something later. Like I said, my brain doesn't work like it used to. But
Welcome back to It's Showtime. I didn't mean to do that one.
that's okay.
Trying to get the next one set up here.
Gotcha. Growing up, I do remember growing up. My dad, as a stagehand, I remember my dad was always able to. He made enough money and he did well enough that we were always able to leave for a month every summer. We took a month off every summer. We went and saw his mom, and then we went and saw my mom's mom up in northern Idaho, in Sandpoint, Idaho. And we'd go up there for a couple of weeks every year. Every year he took a month off, And I thought, when I started working, I thought, man, that's kind of cool. Someone who can take a month off, still be able to afford everything. So, that was another reason I was looking at stagehanding and my dad's lifestyle growing up. It was
We make a good dollar.
yes.
If you're good at your gig and you got the right connections and people know that you're good, you're going to work yourself to death.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And that's the bottom line on this one. It's so. Okay, why don't we take a little break here on this episode? That's episode number 1, and we'll come back in just a minute, and we will continue. You're listening to It's Showtime, the Craig L. Hayes Show.